It's a difficult question to answer for me. My social anxiety is tied in with my generalized anxiety disorder, and I always viewed my that is being the biggest issue. I didn't really know what social anxiety disorder was until I got help for a generalized anxiety disorder. When I decided to I'd had generalized anxiety disorder my whole life, and uh, I decided I didn't really know there was a name for that either. I just knew I was constantly just anxious all the time for no reason. My heart would race, shortness of, shortness of breath. Um, the just and they were for no reason. Um, I would So what prompted me to decide I'd had enough, as far as my generalized anxiety disorder was, things were pretty bad. The year after I graduated from college, things were really bad the year after I graduated from college. I had difficulty. While I always had anxiety, my anxiety was high. I just thought that was just normal for me. Just like I felt shyness was like that for me, and I just always tried to adapt just to deal with it as best I could. I didn't know that I could get any help for it, or there was any name for it, or it was it was I didn't realize it was unique to I, I I believed it was unique to me. I didn't really know that there were others that had the same issues I had, and so um, it was a really low point in my life, and I was having difficulty adjusting to the structure without college, and uh, planning on what to do with the rest of my life, and just the anxiety was just through the roof through that year. So I decided, a few months after I graduated, that I'd had enough. I sought out a therapist, that a friend of my mother recommended, and he I just kind of went on. I talked a little bit about some of the symptoms I had. Um, some of the issues I was dealing with. My anxiety was so high. Leaving the house was, it was just really stressful. My heart would race. I'd really sweat. Um, and I just knew these things were not normal. So I talked a little bit about some of the symptoms I had, and through that, my therapist helped me connect the dots, and that was kind of tied into my what I just thought was just shyness, and it wasn't just shyness; it was social anxiety, and uh, so he gave me The Anxiety Disease by David Sheehan to read, and I read some of the anecdotes in there, and um, I was just stunned, because I thought, that's me. Um, one of the people that's described in there is a woman who just gets anxiety. She just is so bad she almost faints, just for no reason. And her boyfriend is getting kind of annoyed with her, as she goes through these weird things that no one quite understands what, why she's doing, why she's acting the way she is acting. So from there, I decided that that there are names for social anxiety and generalized anxiety disorder are two things I have. There are names for those, and there are ways that they can be treated. And from then I just decided that I really wanted to, in order to live a full life, I really needed to address those things. And it was really the hardest thing I'd ever had to do, because talking to a complete stranger, opening up, is obviously something someone who has social anxiety is just completely foreign, it's a completely uncomfortable experience. And I don't know, I somehow did it, and it took a while, just getting out a lot of issues. And from there, that was about 11 years ago. I've been in therapy since then, and I feel I've made a lot of progress. And I think it's more about how bad my situation was. So for someone with social anxiety, that's a pretty long answer to a kind of short, simple question. But there you have it.